Good evening, everyone. My name is Jenny. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you've had a beautiful day. Today, I'm going to be looking at Psalm 55:22, and I'm going to be reading from the NIV version, which says, "Cast your cares on the Lord, and He will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken." Psalm 55:22 encourages believers to cast their burdens on the Lord, trusting that He will sustain them and never permit the righteous to be moved. It emphasizes the importance of releasing worries and anxieties to God, who cares for us and provides for our needs. This verse offers a promise of peace and strength through faith in God's ability to handle our burdens. Now let's look into this verse in more detail. Firstly, let's look at casting burdens. The core message of Psalm 55:22 is to entrust our cares, anxieties, and troubles to God. This act of casting or releasing is a symbolic act of placing our burdens in His capable hands. Now let's look at sustaining. God promises to sustain those who cast their burdens on Him, meaning He will provide for their needs, offer comfort, and strengthen them through difficult times. Now let's look at never moved. The verse also assures believers that God will not permit them to be moved or destroyed, implying a promise of protection and unwavering faith in God's ability to keep His people from slipping or failing. Now, Psalm 55, let's look at the context. Psalm 55 is a lament of David, who was facing betrayal and anxiety from a close friend. In this context, David's recourse was to turn to God and cast his burdens upon Him. So this verse is a very powerful reminder that we are not alone in our struggles and that God is capable of handling even the most overwhelming burdens. It encourages us to trust in His care and to find peace in knowing that He is with us through it all. Now, let's look at how we can apply Psalm 55:22 in our daily life. So, Psalm 55:22 can be applied to your life by actively choosing to relinquish your anxieties and worries to God in prayer and trust, seeking His guidance and peace. So here's a more detailed breakdown on how we can apply Psalm 55:22 in our daily lives. Firstly, recognize and acknowledge your burdens. So identify the specific worries, anxieties, or burdens that are weighing you down. Number two, pray and turn to God. Engage in prayer, expressing your feelings and concerns to God and acknowledging His care and love. Number three, trust in God's sustaining power. Believe that God is able to sustain you and provide strength and peace even in difficult times. Number four, release your cares. Actively choose to release your burdens to God, trusting that He will handle them in His perfect timing and way. And then number five, continue to trust and rely on Him. Maintain a posture of faith and trust in God, knowing that He will never let you be shaken. And by consistently applying these principles, you can experience the peace and comfort that comes from casting your cares upon the Lord, as promised in Psalm 55:22. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have been blessed by this message. Hope you have a beautiful evening, and I hope to see you again in my next video. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care. God bless you. Bye bye.